What is going on, everyone? It's OxxyOG. And today, let's talk about Heroic Loom'ithar. We're running Slayer on this boss. We're also, in this kill, running Sackbrood and the Pacemaker. This was, my first clear of Manaforge Omega on Heroic with the guild. So I did only have 2-piece from Undermine and 2-piece from Manaforge Omega rather than the new 4-piece. So I did keep Vicious Contempt. If you get 4-piece, if you want to keep a cleave for these web ads that come in, you can take those 2 points in Vicious Contempt and put them in Deft Experience. Now, to talk about the mechanics on this, a couple of things. You're going to have these swirlies that come down. Just dodge them. Pretty straightforward there. You're going to have webs that close in on you. Your tank is going to need to hit one of those webs to make them vulnerable with a frontal that will come out. After they're vulnerable, they just need to be swapped to and killed. In our pools, I was noticing that if I hard swapped to them, they would just completely melt, and there was no reason not to just wait for them to get closer and light cleave them down. So I just kind of kept full focus on Loom'ithar here and was just nuking the boss the whole time. Another thing is you can get attached to these webs that you need to run out, and wherever you run to break your tether, you're going to drop webs on the ground. So you want to run to you kind of want to have everybody run to a specific area and then work their way clockwise from that area to drop their webs so that you keep things sort of contained and don't take up all of your room. Then the boss will do this gigantic AoE that you just need to get out of, and then you can go back into fighting. Aside from that, the fight's pretty straightforward in the first half. When the boss hits 50% health, it's going to drop down and start crawling all over the place. Going to take increased damage by quite a bit. I believe it's 33%. So a decent damage amp there for the rest of the fight. And the mechanics are going to change up a little bit. Now, in our pool, that damage amp lined up pretty close to my avatar, and I knew it was coming, so I held my avatar for that so that I knew we would be lusting at 50% health. So I wanted all of my big cooldowns for that. So just a heads up, you can see my pool timer here and how long into the fight we are. You know that at 3 minutes, I'm going to be getting avatar back up, and you see the boss is at 60-ish% health. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing your pool, is if you know that the damage amp is coming, don't full send your CDs if you have them, and then be left without them during this massive damage amp. So quickly, I'll talk about what changes when the boss drops down, since we're about to be to that phase. So the way that we did it, we kept melee with up with the tanks on the boss, up by square, like our square marker here, and then we had all of the range move clockwise in the direction ahead of us. And what you have to do is there's 2 frontals that come out. They're soaks. You want your melee group to soak the first one, and then your range group to soak the second. They basically just need to be split soaks.
For the damage amp.
We kept the range in front so that melee could just stay right where they are, and the second tank would just point that frontal right at the range, and then point it at the melee, point it at the range. And as the boss walks around, it's going to leave pools, like rainbow pools on the ground that hurt, so you're kind of in a damage check to make sure that you kill the boss before the room fills up with goo to die by standing it. So you're going to pop Lust at 50%. The boss is going to get nuked. Make sure that you stay in your soaks. For the first melee soak, if you're playing melee, and then for range soak, just make sure you're not in it. And aside from that, the fight's pretty straightforward. It's a lot of fun. I love how many basically pure single target bosses there are in this raid, because I think it's a testament to how well you know your rotation, and you can see optimization based on other people's numbers, and I think it's just a great test. I don't know what the changes are for Mythic, but I'm looking forward to doing it hopefully next week. I hope you all enjoy this boss, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely stick around for more boss videos. I'll have POVs for all bosses as Fairy Warrior. I'm loving the raid. It's so much fun, and I'll keep working on more. Let me know what y'all think, and good luck out there. Enjoy the rest of the video. I'm out. Peace.
Can I break 4? I don't think so. Maybe if I had 4-piece, I do.
I'm done. defensive.
I think we need a cooldown for that next time.
I think we need to bring him further to the outside to better. Maybe this room?
Move him up next.
It's okay, you don't have to change it now. It's just for like next time, I think. Outback?
No, I gotta stay in range.
Your personal zero range.
Yeah,
It's
use
good
your
if you have a cooldown or like something if we have something. No?
Shoot, I almost didn't see that.
Wow, those servers were fucking evil.
Oh, the boss is dead. Nice.
Hold on, that was clean.
Woohoo! Almost 4 mil. So close. Nice, that was solid.
Oh,